everybody, happy Tuesday. So yesterday I came on and did a quick video tutorial on eye primer, and today I'm going to talk about how to apply your foundation correctly. So if you're catching the replay, you know what to do. Put a 2 in the comments. I've already done my eye makeup, and the first rule with foundation is primer. I have already primed my face as well. I use 2 different primers from Pharmacy. The illuminating primer has a moisturizer built in. I have dry skin, so I like to put this around like my cheeks and my face area here because it has that moisturizer and it gives your face a glow. This is the Blur primer, and it's more like a gel, and I put it on my T-zone because it's going to minimize pores and fill in fine lines and smooth out your face before you put your makeup on. So step 1 is primer. Primer is a game changer when using with foundation. It's going to help your foundation last longer and help smooth out your face, minimize your pores, all those good things. So if you're hopping on, please say hi. And so what I'm gonna do now is do my foundation. My bottle is starting to run out, so I'm having to just open it and get it from the wand rather than pumping it. So let me just get some out and put it on my hand. Hi Jackie, Jacqueline Monroe, how are you? Thanks for watching. And because I am getting so low here, I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and grab my Spatty Daddy. This is an Amazon product that or something you can get off Amazon. It just helps you get inside your bottle and scrape everything out so that you're not wasting any product. So I'm putting it on the back of my hand, and I will go ahead and tell you, I probably use a lot more foundation than the average person, okay? You do you, okay? So we've let our primer dry while we did our eyes, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and take some foundation and just go ahead and put it around the face. I'm gonna start on each sides of the nose. I'm gonna put some down here, over here, on the chin, and just keep going until I've used all my foundation. I like to bring it down the neck as well, so I'm gonna put some down here. And let's do the nose and the forehead. Okay, so I have already wet my beauty sponge. A lot of people don't know you're supposed to wet these, but you, in addition to wetting it, you don't want it to be too wet. So when you're running it out, you wanna run it under the water, squeeze it, then take it out from the water, squeeze it until everything comes out. See, there's no water coming out of here. It is just damp. So then what I do is I take a paper towel. You can use a hand towel or a paper towel. Hi Alicia. And then use that paper towel to then take off excess water so that you're left with just a damp sponge. Okay, we're not going to use that yet. I'm going to use a foundation brush, a kabuki brush, which has a flat head. And I'm going to spray some setting spray on the kabuki brush. This is going to help give me a hydrated coverage, okay? Then when I start applying the foundation, I'm stippling this into the skin. I'm not doing circles around my face. I'm not doing swiping across my face because then you're just moving the product around and you're not going to get a very good coverage doing it that way. So stippling it is going to help it get absorbed into the skin and give you a more full coverage. Also, using a foundation brush is going to help give you a more full coverage. Now, when I get down to my neck, that's when I start swiping. Swipe down, swipe to the back. But when you're on your face, you want to stipple. You want to stipple this product in, okay? You'll get a more full coverage, and you're gonna work the product into the skin, which if you're using Pharmacy, we have skincare ingredients in our makeup. So you want those skincare ingredients to get absorbed into the skin, okay? So stipple with a foundation brush that you've already sprayed setting spray onto is gonna be the step after you have already applied primer and let it dry. The primer goes on after you have done your moisturizer. So you should have done moisturizer and let it dry, and then primer and let it dry, and then foundation. Okay, so now that I've got it all spread out everywhere, I'm gonna take my dampened beauty sponge, remember, dampened, not soaking wet, and I'm just going to lightly tap So what this is gonna do is gonna take away some of those brush strokes left behind from the Kabuki brush, and it's going to press it in, and it's also going to remove excess product, okay? We're lightly, gently, just bouncing it off the skin. And if you've done the other steps we talked about, if you made sure that you wrung it out so that it's not too wet, if you did primer, and if you did, you know, the other steps, then you're gonna get a really nice, kind of flawless application for your foundation. So then my next step, you see I didn't go all the way up to the eyes. I'm gonna do concealer, and then I'm gonna hop off of here because I want this to be short. My main focus today was the foundation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the concealer. Thank you, Alicia. And with the concealer, I'm also going to do a little brush. It's kind of like the Kabuki brush, but it's smaller and it is a little bit angled. I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray as well. You can use different types of brushes for concealer. You can use like these teeny tiny beauty sponges. I have tried lots of different things, and I do prefer the brush, more of like the mini, like Kabuki looking brush. And I'm just tapping it in again, just like we did with the foundation. We're just tapping it in under the eyes and down the nose. And then when you get to the corner of the eye here, then just pull it up. So then you have a nice lifted look to your eye makeup. And then I will set this with a setting powder, just a teeny tiny bit of setting powder. But that is my short video for today. I get asked a lot of questions about foundation and how I get a flawless look, and this is how I do it. So step 1 was primer. Step 2 is spraying your brush with setting spray. Step 3 is stippling it in, and then step 4 is using your dampened beauty sponge to then go and just press it and to remove excess product and remove any brush strokes. Then you can do the rest of your makeup. So I hope y'all have a great Tuesday. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.